which one he wants, early spring or 6 more weeks, and then the announcement will be made. Let's listen in and see what's happening.
In front of your TV or live streaming to join us and get Phil up right now. Phil, 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 Phil. I think we're ready. Are you ready at home? We're ready.
Yeah.
AJ, are you ready?
I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, the seer of seers, the great Oz of weather forecasting, Punxsutawney Phil. Gentlemen, let's find out what Phil has to say. Come round.
Hi, what do you think? Wait a minute, let me... This one? Is it this one? Okay. Okay. Oh, you look beautiful today. All right.
We think we have a prediction. Shingle shaker, can you read the prognostication?
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. Now, this second day of February, 2021, the 135th annual trek of Punxsutawney Groundhog Club. Punxsutawney Phil, the seer of seers, the prognosticator of all prognosticators, was awakened from his burrow at 7:25 a.m. by his handler and friend on this quiet morning where few can attend. In Groundhog He's, Phil directed the president and the inner circle to his prediction scroll that reads, "It's a beautiful morning, this I can see, with all my fans viewing virtually. My faithful followers being safe and secure, our tradition of Groundhog Day must endure. We have all passed through the darkness of night, but now see hope in morning's bright light. But now, when I turn to see, there's a perfect shadow cast of me. Oh. 6 more weeks of winter there will be."
Ladies and gentlemen,
And
Punxsutawney Phil has
it.
made his prediction. It's 6 more weeks of winter. But I want to tell you, he also told us after winter, you're looking forward to one of the most beautiful and brightest springs you've ever seen. I'm going to turn it back over to Moonshine. Thank you, and all yous at home, stay safe.
Oh, wow, 6 more weeks of winter. That was unexpected. First of all, just from a weather perspective, it's pretty cloudy here, but the skies here in New York City did brighten just a little bit. The clouds lifted, and this happens every year, Steph, where it's always, and Jordan, it's always, you know, it could go either way. Here we go.
I mean, listen,
6 more
it's an
weeks
interpretation,
of winter.
Jen, right? I mean, you have to know how to speak Groundhogese, and that's part of it. It's not just, you know, that one factor. And so that's something you have to take in consideration.
I'm excited. I love the fact that we got 6 more weeks of winter. I get to wear this longer now.
So you have your hats on. Yeah, yes. Jordan, this is your first big, you know, Groundhog Day at the Weather Channel, isn't it?
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean,
he was excited for it. He was chanting, Jen.
I was chanting.
He was
I
like,
was like,
Phil,
winter,
Phil,
winter.
you know, having a great time
Phil
over here.
delivered. I'm
but
excited.
it's fun,
Yeah.
Jen. It is a fun event. And actually, Phil's kind of right, because we do have more winter, even just in the next 5 days that we'll be heading our way. Big time winter is coming in the form of really cold air and maybe another nor'easter.
Yes, and technically speaking, this is about the midpoint of winter, so we always have about 6 more weeks from now. The question is, how much longer does it last beyond that?
Yeah, exactly. And just how cold it's going to be, right? I mean, it's going to be really cold, so everyone's going to need their hats, Jordan here. And I know he loves his. He's never going to take it off, Jen, I don't think. Thanks for these, by the way. Jen bought us these, so I want to make that note.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I have way too many Groundhog hats. But you know what, guys? Last year, he did early spring, and that it was a back-to-back early spring, the 2 years past, which had never happened before. That was unprecedented. So if he would have gone early spring again, I mean, that's just off the rails, right?
And in the last 10 years, by the way, he was about 50% correct. And, you know, look at Phil, he's just chilling in the snow.
Dial back the interpretation was about 50%.
Okay, the interpretation, I'm sorry, that is the key word there, Jen. But as you can see, Phil is just chilling there in the snow, taking some pictures. And Jen, they got those cutouts from the crowd going up there and taking some pictures as well there with the inner circle. So the day was still festive, even though, as you can see, there's not the typical crowd that is usually in attendance.
Yeah, I mean, I really miss being there this year, and I know everyone does who normally goes here, but it was the smartest and safest thing to do, and so I love the way that it has turned out. Let's go ahead and hear again, in case you missed it, what the prognostication was.
2021.